Hey guys, welcome back again. Alex stuff. So open up Blender because today we're making a player model. Okay, so general, A, delete, add, mesh, cube, add modifier, subdivision surface, levels viewport 2, edit mode, E. Now just drag it out a little bit. Now you have your belly. But if the belly doesn't look that good to you, you can move it out further. Now we want to Control A to apply it. And if you don't want to have to Control C V to make the belly, then well, that's what I'm going to do, but you can use the knife tool. So now that we have our body, I'm going to get another cube, add a modifier, subdivision surface. And if you don't want your player model to look weird like that, I recommend making the head bigger than the body and then moving it up. Wait, one thing I forgot to do. Go here, edit mode, select these 4 faces, move them down. There, you flattened out your you flattened out the top of your body. Alright, and now we want to apply this. Also, here's a trick that the other player model guys, other than that one guy who basically taught me my strategy, doesn't want you to know. When you're done, you can select it all, then shade smooth, and it'll make your player model not look blocky. Unless you, for some reason, want a blocky player model, but we're not gonna do that until we're finished. And then okay, so now, add another cube. Remember, subdivision surface, edit mode. Also, this tutorial will have no fingers, because I am bad at making fingers. Unless you can add fingers if you want, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Also, this is just for educational purposes. I'm not actually going to use this. So now that we have this, we want to duplicate it. There, now we have our arms. Control CV. Flip it. There we go. Move it. There. Now we have our hands. And I'm going to show you a strategy for making fingers if you're interested. But I am not, so I am not actually going to use this. So go to edit mode, select this face, extrude it a little bit, like about half of a cube, and then extrude it again for a full cube. And now I recommend moving these 3 faces out a little bit. Now you want to use Shift to select these 2. Hit E to extrude them to be the same length. And now you want to extrude this and move it. Yeah. And if you want your fingers to be a little longer, you can make them longer, but I don't really recommend it. Now we can add a subdivision surface, see how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't look good since I'm the one making it. But what I can do is just move this face out and move this face out too. But I'm not really going to make fingers, so for me it's just going to be adding a mesh, a cube, adding subdivision surface, two. Ooh, sizing it down a bunch until we get to the hands. Change it to this so we can center them. And no, we don't want our hands like this, so we're going to size them down. And ta-da! Okay, now we have our model. I'm going to add cones onto it. I'm not going to add anything onto it, it's just going to be like that. Alright, now we want to make sure that these two have a subdivision surface applied. Now we can select all of it and shade smooth. Alright, now you want to add an armature. Go to Viewport Display, in front. Go to Edit Mode. And move the bottom to about where the bottom of the stomach is. Move this to about here. Make this. Basically, I'm just going to do it, and then I want you to copy it, sort of. And basically, this is the hand. Yeesh. How bad am I at rigging? God. No. We have to go to object mode and so disable in front so you can quickly select your arms. And move them a little bit to be centered. Now we want to go this way. And be warned, this isn't going to be the best model since I'm not actually going to use this. I'm going to use a different one. Okay, now you can select your armature and make it in front again. Yeah, you can make it in front again. I love being in front. Again. Alright, hold on. I'll set the axis to... Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we want to select this, and this, and this. Now, this isn't going to be the best rig, and I don't really care since I'm not actually going to use this. Also, I recommend watching my other 3D model tutorial before this, because that's where we added Robot Kyle. Well, that's where we added Space Robot Kyle as a temporary model. Basically, now you just want to go back to the Z layer. With this. So alright, now, and ta-da! Our rig is done. Now you don't really have to name it as if you know what's going on, so now you want to select all of this and then hold Control and then click the armature last, and now hit Control P with automatic weights. And now you can export it as an FBX. Just call it model.fbx. Alright, now we can close Blender for now. Untitled 1. Okay, now we can close this. Go back into Unity. Sorry, Robot Kyle, you can stay there, but I'm just gonna kind of disable you. Now you want to drag your player model in. Make sure it's the FBX. So you go to 0, 0, 0. Rotate it. And now you want to set it to pivot, because that'll be like around the center. And just resize it to be small-ish. You want to make the VR head visible again, and then move him about to right here. Obviously unpack him, and then we can disable the VR head again. Don't disable it, just turn off the mesh renderer. Alright, now armature bone. As you can see, if you didn't do the Control P thing, then the player model wouldn't work. And the armature would work. It's just like, so I'm gonna go to resources and I'm gonna drag a rock wall texture on him, I guess. Actually, no, I'm gonna make him a metal monkey. I'll just drag in a fur texture real quick. Okay, fur.png. Let's just drag the fur onto him. Fur, 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 and fur. For this cube, I'm gonna make a new material. It's just gonna be like white / belly. White belly. It's not actually gonna be white, it's gonna be sort of a gray color. And ta-da! Now you have your player model textured. So now you want to start going to the... Alright, this is your right hand. So name it r.hand. Now this is l.hand. L.hand. And you can either go with the upper arm if you want the model to still not work. So just name this l.shoulder. And then this will be r.shoulder. r.shoulder. Alright, hold on. L. And this is L. Shoulder. Alright. Okay, now we want to go to Resources, Photon VR, drag Fast IK fabric, L dot shoulder for the pull, drag Fast IK fabric, R dot shoulder for the pull, right hand target, and then left. And ta-da! We have a playa model that we made in Blender that isn't Space Robot Kyle. As you can see, he's right there, because I forgot to drag him into head real quick. Model. Okay, there we go. So let's start up the game. Okay, you see? And this player model will be, I will put this player model on Sketchfab for anybody who wants it. Not sure why you'd want him, but you can have him. He doesn't have a face, and because I expect you to cut it out yourself. So, like, yeah, we have our player model. Look, he's moving and grooving, and just to test things out, yep, the body follows him. What's bro doing? Anyways, so that's it for today's video. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, and that's all. Goodbye.